What is so stupid but it actually really works? Putting hand sanitizer on bug bites. It's the most glorious feeling and it works better than any itch spray. Another thing that works great on itchy bug bites: use a hairdryer. Set it to hot. Blow it at the bug bite from 6 feet away until it just starts to hurt. You're not looking to scald yourself here. Then turn it away. Repeat 2 more times. Strangest thing, but it totally relieves the itch for a good 24 hours. Vastly more effective than anti-itch cream. Putting a piece of duct tape on your bike seat so people won't steal it. Who wants to try and sell a potentially ripped bike seat, let alone buy one? Living in NYC in the 90s, bike shops would offer a service to ugly your new bike. Basically, they would beat the shit out of your new bike so it would be less likely to get stolen. I drank creek water and got 8 days off of work. Reminds me of a kid in grade school who ate moldy bread to get the day off school. Placebo effect. Not just the placebo effect, but knowing it's a placebo and it still works. I went to see Placebo once. I actually thought that they were the cure. Convincing someone that it was their idea to finally get them to agree to it. It works at an incredible success rate. I had boss who was like that. If you wanted anything implemented, you had to steer him toward suggesting what you actually wanted, and then go, "Great idea," when he finally spoke it. Putting a few ice cubes in the dryer with a garment that needs ironing. 15 minutes later you have a wrinkle-free item of clothing with extra time free to spend on other things. For me personally, I make a to-do list but put like 3 or 4 things that are just mind-numbingly simple. I knock them out, cross them off, feel productive, and feel motivated to hammer out the tougher pieces. Here's the problem. I get through the 3 or 4 simple things, and stop because I feel that I've been productive enough today. Then I put off the real tasks until tomorrow. After 3 or 4 more simple tasks. This is still a win in my book. I've been working on being more productive lately, even though you didn't get to the real tasks. You are practicing making a list and working through it, and one day, you're going to feel motivated enough to get to one of the real tasks. And since you've been practicing already, you're more likely to keep making and going through the lists you make. One step at a time. Stay at least a year behind in technology and gaming. Better yet, 2. You'll save a shit ton of money. This has been my mo for almost 10 years now. I rarely pay more than $15 for a game. The only thing that sucks is most games with multiplayer components are usually pretty dead by the time I get to them. My anti-clothing static device. I think I learned about this on Reddit. I live in a dry climate and static cling was always a problem. I really dislike fabric softeners for multiple reasons. But this trick solved the problem. Take an old cloth, mine is a cloth napkin, and pin 7 to 10 big safety pins to it. Just toss it in the dryer with your clothes. The safety pins hit the sides of the dryer. Continually grounding your laundry works like a charm. On hot days, our neighbor turns on his lawn sprinkler and sits next to it in a lawn chair in his bathing suit. When I wanna be outside on a hot day, I hook the nozzle of the garden hose on the side of my hammock. Then spray myself whenever I get too hot. Next year I'm getting a pool. My aunt puts her expensive jewelry in a Ziploc bag, and her cheap jewelry in the jewelry boxes. She apparently had a lot of her jewelry stolen in the past by family. She now only has the cheap stuff stolen. Yup. You get really creative when you've had your stuff stolen. It also sucks because I'll never not feel anxiety leaving my house again. One of the worst feelings is coming home and noticing a lot of your stuff is gone. Wait, I had a TV when I left. Today I fixed my refrigerator's water dispenser by forcefully pushing random buttons until it started working again. This was after reading the entire manual front to back twice. Didn't help at all. Ada, never mind. It's broken again. Time to push more buttons. And you didn't save the button pushing sequence. Then post it on Reddit? How will I fix mine? Now? Damn you. Long story short, a boorish guy was bullying my grandfather at a movie theater. My grandpa turned around and literally blew air on his face. The man was so weirded out that he left the theater. I have trouble with motivation and procrastination, but I am learning that I routinely fall for some pretty dumb tricks. Giving myself a countdown. If I need to do something I don't want to do, I do it on the count of 3, and for some reason it really helps setting insanely easy goals to trick myself into starting a task. E.g., spend 1 minute practicing. Once I've started I usually keep going. I often find for procrastination there is a problem of momentum. Like you said, it's hard to get going. But once I do it's easier to keep going. Also, if I am engaged in a task, like watching a series with many episodes left, it's hard to stop. I just want to keep doing that. Telling yourself you look good in the mirror will make you think that you look better. To top on, look at yourself in the eye and call out things like you would to a friend. I like your hair today. Your shirt is fantastic. You always have such an uplifting smile. You should be your own friend. Don't talk to yourself in the mirror like you're the enemy. Feeling tired, headache, muscle cramps? Drink water. It is amazing how many people walk around in a state of dehydration. Water is an amazing fluid that solves a lot of problems. Tie up some plastic bags outside to mimic a wasp nest. Other wasps won't make a new nest thinking there is already one there. If you think someone is following you, literally act as crazy and stupid as you can. It is so stupid, but the other person is usually so freaked out they leave you alone. Rhett and Link made a video where they walked in a way that statistically reduces the chance of being mugged. Sync arms and legs. Rather than alternating, bring your knees high while stepping forward. And walk toe heel. Edit, my memory is bad. And apparently this is the walk that will get you mugged. Spitting on the inside of a diving mask. And rubbing it around to prevent it from fogging up. I don't know the science behind it, but it's a technique used by most divers I've met, including myself. Dressing well at work. You can be an amazing worker, but people really do judge you by how you look. And by well I mean looking put together and professional. This applies for trades, blue-collar work as well as white-collar. I've worked both. This is verified fact. Always been one to dress up for work, and, routinely, folks in the elevator lobby who don't know me assume I am headed for the top floor, where the finance and C-suite folks live. Positive self-talk. Yup. Speaking your goals. Speak what you want into existence. I'm doing pretty good. People respect my work. I have an awesome mustache and my wife loves me. Putting in earbuds but not listening to anything and instead listen to the people around you. Also, was having a hard time being on time. So set the clock in my bathroom ahead 15 minutes. I mean, I know it's fast, but I'm not late anymore. My mom always did the, set the clock ahead 5 minutes thing. But then she'd realize that it was 5 minutes fast and adjusted in her head. So she started setting it 10 minutes fast. And so on. I laughed so much when I visited once and the bathroom clocks were a full hour and 15 minutes fast from this absurd exercise. Sucking your thumb on the roof of your mouth to ease brain freeze. Came here to say this. Really, you can just press the pad of your thumb there. I guess sucking kinda locks it in place there. But then your thumb is covered in saliva. My friend told me when I stubbed my toe to say, anal, and it actually helped the pain. I'm actually quite a serious person. But one can't deny results. Flattery. Every time I do it I think, this person is going to call me out and do the opposite of what I want, but nope. They share their donuts every time I tell them they're pretty, handsome, smart. Sometimes after using the restroom I get worried that I forgot to flush, so I go and check. 99% I did, but my brain broken, so I am constantly anxious about it. I now sing a little 6-word song straight after flushing. The song sticks with me so I may chill in peace without worry that I left something for the next person to use the toilet. If you have trouble locking your car or opening your gate via remote control because you are far away, hold it to your head and you improve your remote's antenna. Some people are scared of it, but it is because your head is a Faraday cage that it simply conducts the signal around your scalp, giving you a giant antenna. So next time you forget where you parked your car and you press the button and nothing happens, hold it to your head and push the button. Your car will probably unlock and make a noise so you can find it. My depression makes it hard for me to do chores on command. But I figured out that if I set a timer or give myself some time to psych myself up, then I do it. It doesn't always work, but 85% of the time I end up succeeding. And it's a huge leap from a few months ago when I just shut down over chores. Yes, the timer is the only way I will do any chores. Then I set an hour timer to relax, and when that goes off I get my ass up and work on homework. My college grades have gone back up. My house is cleaner, and I'm not just sitting on my couch for 15 hours a day anymore. I think it has to do with setting rigid routines and not letting depression stop those routines. Wearing 2 pairs of socks. 1 thin pair under a thick pair. Sounds stupid. It helps wick the sweat away from your feet, reducing stinky feet and crusty socks. The socks the army gives us are like this. A thin black nylon inner, then a wool blend outer. Besides the sweat thing, it helps with blisters if you are walking a long distance. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time.